Hi, this is Richard Vague with Tychos. Will we have a recession? Well, the primary determinant of economic growth is debt growth, and we're seeing an across-the-board slowdown there. Household debt growth, which is primarily mortgage debt, grew only 1.3% annualized year-to-date in April and 4.9% over the last 12 months, as compared to 4.9% and 7.7% respectively at the same time last year. Similarly, business debt growth, which is also dominated by real estate lending, is only 3.2% year-to-date annualized in April and 3.4% over the last 12 months, as compared to 10.4% and 6.5% at the same time last year. Finally, even government debt growth has slowed, only growing 0.4% year-to-date annualized in April and 3.6% over the last 12 months, as compared to 7.7% and 7.8% at the same time last year. While there has been downward pressure on GDP growth from the slowdown in lending, it has been somewhat offset by better news on the trade deficit. Remember, GDP is consumption, investment, and government spending, plus net exports. And net exports have rebounded to an improved level of negative 3.3% of GDP over the 12 months through April of this year, from a somewhat steeper deficit of negative 3.8% of GDP in the prior year. The net of these two things is that real GDP growth through the 12 months through May has been 1.7% year over year, compared to 4.5% year over year at the same time last year. What could push growth further down? Higher interest rates. The slowdown in private debt growth is primarily a result of higher interest rates. It's a lot harder to get a mortgage when mortgage rates are over 6%, as compared to a little over 5% last year and under 4% before the pandemic. Commercial real estate loans are also interest rate sensitive, and that's been a big reason for the slowdown there. The slowdown in real estate lending is not because we don't have enough buyers or because we have a glut of unneeded real estate, which were both very true in 2010 after the global financial crisis, and the very reason that low rates at that time did not help. We have the opposite situation today, plenty of potential buyers and not nearly enough homes for sale. The unsold housing inventory is only 886,000 units today, as compared to nearly 4 million units back in 2007, which was the heart of the problem at that time. About 2 million unsold housing units would be a more normal and appropriate level in today's economy. That means the construction industry needs to build about 1 million homes to address this undersupply, which it can do only as lenders and interest rates permit. That is actually a comforting built-in level of future growth that will respond to more favorable rates, and is the very reason a recession cannot be overly severe. So, if the Fed acts to raise interest rates too sharply from here, we could indeed have a marked slowdown or recession. In contrast, at the point the Fed acts to lower rates, because of this undersupply in housing, lending will pick up, and as a result, so will economic growth. So the direction of the economy is disproportionately in the hands of the Fed and its actions on interest rates. Thanks.